Hi, it's Twi. Good morning, everybody. It's real Splatfest hours. It's, you know what? I will say, slight oversight doing my team morning stream the minute it turns afternoon. But if you're wondering why, the answer is don't. Don't wonder. Alright, let's see. Which team is leading right now? I'm kind of guessing it's going to be Knight, but let's find out. Are they not going to tell me? Okay. Scorched Gorge, Barnacle, Dom. Okay. Oh, yeah, there's tricolors now. I forgot about that. We might have to try some tricolor. They're doing big run in the middle of Splatfest? That's kind of funny. Huh, okay. No status update. I think last time they showed it when I was playing over the weekend, it was I think like night slightly ahead of morning and afternoon was getting boomed, which unlucky for team afternoon. But it kind of makes sense. All right. Do I want to use my gear farming stuff and just keep farming chunks? I think probably. I could be a sweaty tryhard and put on my actual gear, even though I have to run the Splatfest team. But why would I do that when I could just be like farming gear for in the future? It all comes back to the Grand Fest with Team Future. Let's try Tricolor Battle. I don't actually know if the brush is a good pick for Tricolor, but that's what I've been playing. I started playing painbrush recently, and I have been having fun grinding this weapon off stream. I picked it up over my vacation, just because it was like, you know, one of the few things that I could play while I was out on my Switch was Splatoon. So I started playing that a bit again, and I really wanted to get onto like a different build. Also, I just realized we need the game audio. Oh, you guys are hearing double. Okay, well now you're not. Should be okay. But yeah, I was like, I wanted to try and pick up a weapon other than like the normal like shot weapons that I play. And so I was like, all right, I'm gonna pick up. I tried a few things, and then I tried the paintbrush, and I was like, oh, this weapon slaps. Like, I'm playing this. So I've been enjoying this, and I wanna try and get X rank back. I'm thinking that I'll do a stream at some point soon, trying to reclaim my X rank. Oh, they're getting that. Nobody's watching. Psych. Let's go Hydra. Clutch. Yeah, I'm thinking I'll do a stream trying to get back to X rank. Without using the shots. I think it would be interesting. Oh, I suck! But for today, it would be cool if I can get my my ruler title for Team Morning Because, you know, I've been pretty productive these mornings lately, you know. This morning, I got a lot done. I woke up, and I ate breakfast. That's like 2 things that I did. I sent a message to my friend. And that was about it, honestly. Oh! Oh! I need to stop using the super jump feature. This is just leading to me dying in the middle over and over. Oh, they got both ultra signals. Okay, our team lost, bruh. It's between blue and pink now. But yeah. I'm mostly, I guess something I've been kind of, like, ruminating about this morning is my Osu tournament tonight. Because last night, some people may have seen, since I mentioned it, I posted in the Discord or whatnot, we did, in fact, win our first grand final match. And so we got 1 more to go. Tonight we play, and if we manage to win our match tonight, then we have to play bracket reset. And if we win 2 matches in a row tonight, then I will win this Osu tournament, which would be really awesome. That being said, I don't really expect us to win. Well, that's actually not true. I actually kind of do think that there's a decent, like a pretty good shot that we win. But I also, like, I don't want to be like, oh yeah, no, we definitely win this. Yeah, it's grand finals for a reason. But I think it'll be interesting for me because I think that I was kind of just ruminating about this a little bit in general. But I was reflecting on pretty much all of the, like, tournaments I've played in video games before. Because I've played a fair amount of video game tournaments over the years across a lot of different games. And I think Pokemon being, like, the sole exception just because it's a single-player game. In general, I've like come to find that when I play in like game tournaments, I almost always end up being more of like a supporting role than like a carry, I suppose. And so it's been kind of interesting to watch it play out again with Osu in a lot of ways, because you know Osu, it's a team-based game, but it's kind of single-player. Like, you know, at the end of the day, you're showing up, and you're all individually playing the map in one multiplayer lobby. And it's sort of just like who has a higher, like, combination of scores, right? So, at the end of the day, you know, effectively, you are just one person playing, but it doesn't always feel that way, right? And I've kind of come to find that I end up, like, I have an important role in the tournament. Okay, that was bad. I tend to have, like, a relatively important role on my team. I play a lot of stuff, but I'm pretty much never the carry. I'm just about never the one putting up, like, a really good score or something. Oh, I didn't notice that Tiger splatling up there. Okay, he got 1. That's okay, actually. Okay. Oh, how did I just mentally not notice that there was a splatling barreling down there? My god. I am not getting anything right now, dude. I'm bad. Ooh. But yeah, like, I've played, like, so many maps in the tournament, but I'm almost never, like, I don't think I've had the highest score on a map even once. Even just among my own team members. Ah! This Hydra's flatlined. Oh, it wasn't even the Hydra that time. They got this ultra signal. They were too busy killing my guy. Oh, ah. Enchanted, you are like my arch nemesis, dude. On God, this man has owned me every time. Oh well. All good. But yeah, I'm like interested because, you know, we got the kind of penultimate match coming up tonight, you know. Win or lose, it's the end of the tournament. And so I'm excited to finally like wrap it up. Be done with it, win or lose. But it's interesting just because I feel like even, you know, I want to do my absolute best and try and, you know, perform to the most of my ability tonight. But at the end of the day, I'm probably not going to be the difference maker on this upcoming match tonight. Like at the end of the day, we will most likely win or lose on a couple other players on my team either being like really on or not. Like, and all I can really do is do my absolute best to just give them good enough supporting scores to like match what is average enough into the rest of the lobby and hope that they can kind of like really dial it in and play all the way to the top of their ability. And there's like a level of making peace with that I think I've come to at this point, you know? Sometimes I think it can be really exciting when you're like in a group setting and, you know, it's like you can more or less control like the fate of a match, you know. It can be frustrating when you're like kind of the key person, like the most important on a team, because if you lose, like if you play well and your teammates all don't, then it kind of sucks because, you know, you can sit there and be like, oh, I couldn't have done anything. You know, I played my best and we still lost. And sometimes that's how team-based sports go, right? But it's interesting being on the other side to where you're like just trying to put up a decent enough support to hope that your teammates can get it done. And then, you know, whether it happens or not, you kind of just have to make peace with that, right? But I'm excited to play the grand finals tonight anyway. Oh, my missiles went out? I didn't even realize. Milo! It's going pretty good. How about you? Hope you're having a good morning. Yeah, it's been kind of interesting. Like I was almost drawing some parallels with my Osu tournament experience to when I played in the when I played in V3S in a Splatoon tournament with where we had Zenith, and I specifically switched off of playing like splatter shot and trying to like more or less have a more aggressive play style. And like 2 days before the tournament, I learned how to play NZAP and like basically try and optimize my game for just get cooler and let my teammates, you know, do their thing. You know, I can take fights once the cooler's up maybe, but for the most part, I was in a relatively supporting role and just doing my best to let the other people shine, right? And now, you know, Osu feels like such a different like experience competitively because it's nothing like playing a 4v4 sport where, you know, you're like synergizing with each other in real time. Like it's 4v4, but you're kind of all just individually playing the song and then adding the scores together, right? But just because I'm not like as talented as some of the other people on my team, it kind of like pans out in such a way that I once again, I feel like I'm in the supporting role, right? Like I don't need to carry, I just need to be good enough. I just need to do a good enough job that the people who are really good can put up like winning scores for us. However, I've been kind of thinking it would be fun to like join another Splatoon tournament if it's just like a one weekend type of thing, and play brush like I have been now, because this weapon I actually can try and carry, and I've been enjoying that. Because I definitely feel like it's a lot easier to farm frags on the paintbrush. I've been enjoying it. It's a fun weapon. Oh, you never have to apologize for missing a stream. There's always VOD. Also, I'm sorry you're lagging. It doesn't show any lag on my end, so it's probably something with your own internet. I don't know what. I don't know if that's helpful information to you, but the feed is perfect from here, so maybe try refreshing or something. Okay, wait, super jump, that's useful. I'm kind of just like farming some chunks right now, just because, you know, I figured I might as well. I don't know if it's actually more efficient to do that during Splatfest, but that's what I've been doing since I have to wear this anyway. I did, while I was off stream, get myself a paintbrush build all set up. And lucky for me, I already had a pair of boots that, like, from my envtuber build that perfectly transferred to this build. It had like the exact right stats and abilities, and I was like, perfect. I only have to build 2 pieces of gear. And I haven't had to farm like Splatoon equipment in quite some time, so I had to like remember how to do it. And I ended up mostly just doing like, I had a decent amount of the, what are they called, like super, are they seashells or snail shells? I feel like it's snail shells for some reason. But I was doing the thing where you use one to reroll the 3 like substats on your gear, and oh my god, it actually took me like 30 rolls to get like close enough that I could finish it with like just chunks instead. Okay, me and Evan attacking team. What weapon is that? What is that? Like an order replica of something? I have no idea what my teammate is running. I'm not gonna lie. Splatter shot pro replica or something? I don't know. Some sort of splatter shot anyway. Oh my god. I hadn't even thought about it, but because you have so many enemies here, I could use my missiles and hit like 5 or 6 people at once. That's sick, dude. That's so funny. Throwing a BL bomb over here. Oh! I just wanted to get my missiles out before I died. Oh! Oh! Damn you, pink team! I got like 4 in a row and I couldn't go for the signal because they guarded it from me. Ah! I was fragging out, man. I was getting so many. I like team wiped blue. But the pink team was waiting in the wings, bro. Like vultures. They're trying to steal my hard work. Oh, imagine. No, it's so close. Okay, good. They didn't get it either. Splatter shot Nova? Okay. Aerospray and Splat Pro. Okay, interesting. Alright. Send out some missiles. Oh, they got... Oh, they never expect... No, they had a crab tank. I didn't notice. I was like, they never expected me to infiltrate the big bubbler. I felt like it was such a power move. Your pink team got a lot of paint going. Oh. These guys got it out against us, bro. I feel like we've been so targeted compared to pink. Like, look. These guys have an afternoon bias. It's closer to nighttime, so they're like, alright, well, if we're gonna lose, it's gonna be to the afternoon people, not the morning people. Come on! Imagine we somehow got enough paint. No, no, there's no way. There's a 0% chance. Yeah. We beat pink. That's something. But winning those tricolors is so hard, man. If they don't give up the signal in the middle, it's so difficult. Wow, I got 12 kills that game though. I went 12-3. Okay, I'm not even mad though. Like that's a pretty good ratio. In a turf war, 12 is a lot. And Evan also put up 12. Okay, Evan, you know what? Not bad, bro. Not bad. Yeah, my holiday was very fun. I had a great time. And it reminded me Splatoon good. It reminded me, man. I'm like excited to... I don't know that I'm necessarily gonna like grind Splatoon a lot, but I definitely want to get my X rank back without using Splattershot, which shouldn't be that hard because I think I'm already at like S600 points or something without even like playing that much. So if I did a couple more series that went well, I would probably get it. My plan is at some point when availability lines up better, I might get my friend Shiny to like coach me a little bit. Ah! Oh, that was a sick kill. I cannot believe I didn't die to the ultra snap there. Ooh! Ah! Mario! The Super Mario? Maybe it's just a regular Mario. Just a guy named Mario. Oh, by the way, I never talked about it during my vacation stream. But during my vacation, my cousin got Mario Wonder. So I played a little bit of Mario Wonder while I was out there, since I never owned it. We were both playing fresh. It was pretty fun, honestly. I only played like one world, but I had a good time. It was fun. I would happily buy it if it wasn't like 70 bucks. Which I say, you know, Switch 2 games more expensive, but maybe what I'll do is when they introduce the game lending, I'll just wait until my cousin's not playing it, and then I'll borrow it. I gotta learn how you consistently fight the Ultra Stamp with a brush, because I figured out how to kill it with like shot weapons like the N-Zap and stuff, but it feels so much more RNG to actually get it with a brush. Oh, not the roof slider. Yeah. Okay, at least they're also not getting ultra signal, but like we kind of need it though, like fast. Otherwise, it's gonna get really hard to win. Ah, that's bad. Oh, my teammate died too. I don't think we have time. They have 44%. This map specifically feels so hard to break through on attacking team. I don't know, like, if it's just me, but it feels super tough. Like, because it's just so open in the middle. Like, how can, even if you actually, like, deal with the entirety of the 4-player team, the other team is usually also waiting in the wings on the other side to stop you. I have no idea how you win this map on the attacking team without some sort of, like, crazy anomaly going on. Because it just feels like, how do you possibly break through? This map's not fair. Just hard, like, the middle is so contested on this map. It would feel so good to get a win on this one, like, on the attacking team, because, like, man, I feel like if your opponents don't mess up, you just can't get the middle thing. Like, it's so tough. See, it's because my teammate here, Evan's only a morning defender. He doesn't know what it's like to champion the start of the day, to be a real productive player, grinding Splatoon from the crack of dawn, like me. From the crack of 10:40 a.m., I've been awake, prepping my body and mind and soul to play Splatoon. Yeah, the real productive stuff, of course. Okay, we got defending team on not the map that's super defense favored. We got the other one that's like way more balanced. Like, this map is more fair. I wish that I pulled attacking on this. I think tricolor is really fun, but it is very hard to win consistently. But there's something kind of fun about, like, playing games where they're kind of designed for you to lose, or, like, you know, to be, like, favored against you, and you have to, like, get creative to, like, find a way to win. I do vibe with that. Oh, yo. Sometimes I underestimate just the extent of range on the wellstring, man. That thing can shoot far. Okay, that's a trade. Oh, we only have 2 alive. They gotta be a little careful. That was like a super risky jump, but I like taking risky jumps. I don't know. I like playing with fire. Oh, it's... Wait, they're not even playing wellstring. It's tri-string. Interesting. I just totally had the wrong read on what weapon they were running. Gotta practice those squid rolls. Very aerobic and mobile. Ooh. Okay. I was like, they got a 2v2. Team Pink might be able to do something. Why is one of our guys, like, up in their base painting the whole thing against blue? That is tough for Team Blue. Oh! I ended. Uh-oh. Oh, it's only one person. They might actually get the signal here. Ah! Come on, team, get back there. There we go. Okay. Somehow, I don't know how that didn't result in somebody getting signal, but we are okay. Oh, I'm dying on drop. Yep. It's okay. It's okay. We're defending. It helps that we have this, like, whole zone off to the side here in, like, their base. That we've been using as like a jump anchor the whole match. That was like such a weird one, but it worked out. I'm pretty sure we won. Oh yeah, 42. It's so hard for the attacking team to actually get these, man. I will say it does feel so heavily weighted to the defending team. Maybe it's the maps. This map feels a little more fair, but man, it is brutal playing that other map on the attacking team. Look at all the clout. Been a while since I've gained clout. I think I'm gonna try some regular ones too. Waking up 5 in the morning every day. I saw that too. And I think 5 is way too much for me. I think I could honestly, like, if I really wanted to, like, if I really committed myself to it, I could get myself to a schedule of like waking up at like 7. If I really like wanted to stick with it and like design my day around it, I could get myself to a point where I could like go to sleep at like maybe 11 or 12 and wake up at like 7. But I don't know. I'm not that morning inclined naturally. I do want to get a little bit onto a better schedule. Last night I went to bed late. I went to bed at like 2:30. But it was different. It's because I finally got around to watching Dr. Stone's Science Future, which is like the most recent season, and I watched the whole thing in one night. So you know what? I had to know. I had to know what happened. And it was interesting because I went into it and I thought that it was the finale, but it's actually like part 1 of the finale, so I have more waiting to do. I thought I was gonna finish the series last night, but no. I mean, in some ways I'm not complaining because the series is so good. Like, I'm kind of happy that there's more to come. It's been really good. I'm enjoying the final arc. Dr. Stone is just one of those anime where it's like every time I come back to pick it up when there's like a new season or something, I always enjoy it. It's just so fun. One of my faves. I'm trying to think now what else I need to catch up on, and I think it's just ReZero is like the only one. So maybe I'll be taking a little more time to watch anime and stuff. Wow, they like really did a good job zoning me there. That was really impressive. Sorry, I was like taking it back. I didn't expect it. I didn't expect that. They got some good coordination there. But yeah, I wanna get caught up on ReZero as well. Cause I watched like a few episodes of the new season while it was airing, but then I kind of got distracted and like put it down for a while. So I still gotta see, like, now that it's finished, I gotta get myself caught up. Ah! I got jump scared, bro. Where did you come from? I keep dying, man. I just want to click my missiles. They keep like distracting. Every time I see the Booyah Bomb, I always don't react until they've already thrown it, but I still try to be helpful and like get my Booyahs in anyway. Right, we got 2. 30 seconds on the clock. Oh, that's a really good pick. Okay, I think we won that. I think that's a dub, right? Whoa, how did they get so much in our base, dude? By 0.3! Ah! Somebody infiltrated without us noticing. Dang, man. Tricky. I thought for sure, I was like, oh, we destroyed. And then I saw our base and I was like, oh, it's probably fine, right? Norp. Norp. Tragic. By 0.3%. These guys are cheating. Oh, wow. Wait, this person is ruler +3. Yo, they are gaming, dude. Holy. But yeah, I don't know. I had this like perceived notion about myself for a while that like more or less I couldn't really be a morning person because I always had trouble waking up early. Like especially back when I was in school, I would always end up like staying up too late playing games and like watching stuff, and then I would be really sleep deprived at school. Not a good thing, by the way. Don't do that. And like in some ways I was kind of the same when I was working. It wasn't nearly as bad. I think that my sleep was better when I was working, but I worked a lot of closing shifts, so it kind of played into my sleep being bad. Like, I almost never worked opening shifts back then. I would pretty much only work closing or maybe mid-shift, which was pretty fortunate for me at the time. But, you know, when I went on vacation and I, you know, in the absence of, like, my PC and stuff, right, I just naturally found myself waking up at, like, 7 or 8 in the morning, which, to be fair, jet lag was helping me. Because the time zone was 2 hours earlier. So really it was more like if I was waking up at 10 a.m., like 9 or 10 in the morning without an alarm. But that's still like pretty good by my standards, right? So it was kind of like a wake-up call for me of like, oh wait, like I can do stuff in the morning. I just have to not sit in front of a computer until like 1 minute before I go to sleep. Like I thought for the longest time that I had like something with my like circadian rhythm, or you know, there was some sort of explanation, some sort of deeper reason that I just couldn't go to sleep like earlier and get up and like do stuff in the morning. But you know, as it turns out, like no, I'm just addicted to the pewter, bro. Just addicted to my computer, and now that's it. So now that I'm back, I'm kind of trying to like find ways to get off of the screen a little bit earlier so that I can have like a better sleep schedule, because I definitely like having some time in the morning to get myself situated for the day, you know? It's a nice feeling. Like, as much as I love just like staying up late, especially if I'm like with my friends or just doing something fun, I feel like you end up saving a lot of the most fun stuff for the day at night. But there's also something like deeply peaceful about when you get like a good start in the morning and you don't have to like worry for the rest of the day about anything. Because I know that I always sleep a lot better when my brain is like clear and situated. I don't have like stuff that I'm thinking about like, well, I was supposed to do this, I didn't really finish it, so I gotta like, you know, tomorrow I gotta whatever. Like, I feel like the essence of being a morning person is kind of like kicking that attitude and just being like, nah, you know, this is my routine. I'm gonna get up and like get all of this and that done. bright and early so I don't have to worry about it later, and then you can kind of like take a little bit more lenience to the rest of your day. Now, I'm still kind of getting used to like adjusting myself in that way. But man, when I pull it off right, it feels great. That's why I went team morning. I gotta manifest this lifestyle change in myself. Surprised it took us this long for me to make a random weird noise while playing Splatoon. But yeah, I feel like in the absence of going on this like vacation, I would have never tried to go team morning, bro. I would have been team night for sure. Yo, it's funny actually. I remember in the like Grisco Girlies group chat when we were talking before the Splatfest about team morning versus team like night or whatever, right? Rita was like definitely team morning, and I knew that going in. And I was like, I could be team morning, you know, like I'm productive in the morning. And then I was like, you know, I'm productive in the morning because I procrastinate until I can't wait anymore. And then I stay up, I pull an all-nighter and work through the morning to get it finished. So that's like being productive in the morning. which is not what they're looking for, I'm sure. But you know what? It was my truth. I don't really tend to do that anymore, but I say that, but it hasn't been the longest since I last did that, so you know what? I can't talk. Also, I just keep getting trades, but my teammates are not winning their fights here for the most part, so I'm gonna lose this one. Yeah, it's dangerous, 20 seconds. I think it's a little bit Jover. Ah! I'm always good for one. Oh, we're playing a DC, that's why. I don't know why, I didn't like clock that we had a DC. That makes sense. Yeah, no, trades are just not enough when you have a DC. Good try. Splatfest so far is like not bad. I don't think my win rate is like amazing or anything, but it's okay. That one was a DC, so you know what? That's not even on us. They should give us like a billion clout for playing it out, even though we had a DC. Because honestly, we just deserve it. I think I'm getting close to ruler now. Can't wait to be a measuring utensil. Let's go. My favorite. Oh, new ability chunk. Whoa. Ink resistance. That's a useful one. Nice. I'm trying to remember. I have my my ink brush or my paintbrush build like finished out now. I'm not using it right now just because I'm trying to like farm ability chunks, but I set up my build and I slightly deviated from the recommended build that I saw on Sendo, which is kind of like the main hub website for competitive Splatoon. I decided instead of having like 3 swim speed things, I wanted to have an extra ink resistance, so instead of being 3 swim, 1 ink resist, I went 2-2. And I guess we'll see how I feel about that. The main reason I did it is because I've found myself with the brush so many times getting caught out where I'll like step out to try and like paint something, and they'll like shoot at my foot, and then I'll get stuck because I can't swim anymore and I can't run fast enough, and then I just die. And it happens to me like so often that I was like, man, this sucks. I want extra ink resistance. I need to have like the most ink resist ever. Honestly, I should run 9 ink resist subs and 3 main abilities. I should be the most ink resistant squid ever. Like, if you have that much ink resistance, are you just invincible? Hypothetically, you should be, right? Or like really strong, you know, like maybe you could tank like a Booyah Bomb or something. They have to like really team up. You're like the raid boss. Like the final boss of Splatoon. You just roll out. None of your other stats are particularly good, but you got like you are the like entirety of the Avengers individually in the Splatooniverse, bro. You just so unbelievably powerful. They have to assemble their whole team to fight you. That would be funny if you could actually like, if you took less damage with move resist instead of it just like helping you run in their territory. Also, hello Chainik, hope you're doing good. I saw you posted the pancake recipe. Might try that at some point. Thank you. Lost 100x because of a DC? That's a feels bad, by the way. I haven't gotten one of those, like, boosted win rate battles in so long, I feel like. Okay, how are you up there, sir? Like, I remember, I don't think I've gotten any, like, boosted rate battles in at least a few Splatfests. Like, I just never pull them, and it sucks. You guys stop losing your 1v1s to this brush up here, bro? He's camping. Ah! Okay, they finally managed to kill the brush who's just sharking in this one corner. That dude actually just kept winning like so many 1v1s up here. It was kind of funny. Okay, I got one. I got one of the longer range ones. Oh, okay. I feel like they have quite a, like a clamp on us, right? Oh, yeah. It's looking a little bit dire. Okay, that wasn't that bad. Wait, did we make the comeback? Maybe? Nah, they got way too into our base. Yeah. I tried. I feel like I did a pretty decent job that game. I think something that I at least experienced with Splatoon more than a lot of other like team-based shooters that I've played in the past is there's like a lot more opportunity to sort of like look at what you did well and what you could have done better on like an individual performance level, even when you lose, than in other shooters. Or at least it's more obvious to me. Because like, I don't know, with Splatoon, it's like you can look at how many like frags you got, how many assists you got, you know, were you like getting a lot of utility out of your ultimate? Were you like using your like sub weapon well? Did you paint a lot? Did you control objectives? Whatever. Like it's a very dynamic game, and there's like a lot of aspects that you can like sort of look at as like either things that went well in that game, even if, you know, you lost because of in part your teammates, or that you could have like put more focus onto. Whereas like, I don't know, when you're playing a game like Counter-Strike or Valorant or something like that, I'm just naming those two because I've played them a pretty decent amount in the past, right? Sometimes it kind of feels like they have utility and there's objectives and stuff, but you know, you can't really take a bomb site without getting like entry kills, right? Like at a point you kind of have to just take your 1v1s and win. So that like mechanical like coin flippy nature can be kind of annoying. Like there's definitely strategy and stuff. It's not as simple as, oh yeah, we both peek and then one of us wins, but it kind of is a lot of the time, right? So I like that in general. I feel like there's a lot more positional room and like nuance strategically in Splatoon. I wish that more people knew about Splatoon as a competitive game, because it's fun, man. It's honestly, it holds up so well. maybe I'm just like back in my Splatoon arc, and so I'm like extra biased, but it's a fun game, man. I want to like get good again. I kind of want to try and hit like X rating 2000 in one of the modes. Because I remember I was like, I didn't grind that much after I hit X rank last time, but I think I got to like close to 2000 in Splat zones back then. So it would be pretty sweet if I managed it. I don't know if there's a good chance, but it's fine. I definitely like the brush. It's like a very different experience from when I was playing Splattershot. Like I love how like well balanced it is too. I feel like there's so many ways to play the game, like so many different weapons, and they all feel like, or at least maybe not all, but a lot of them feel very well balanced, which keeps it fresh. You know, it's kind of like, for the same reason that I like playing Pokemon, because there's so many like different team compositions you can do that work. Splatoon is kind of fun for the same reason. There's a couple like basic formulas that are better to follow, but on the whole, like there's a lot of ways you could go with it if you want. Dude, the worst feeling is swimming away from the missiles, and then your teammate had like left their missile exactly where your escape route was. Oh, big wipe. Got him. I don't know where I'm throwing my fish bangs even. Literally off the cliff. Oh man, it's okay. We have like so much terrain over them. There's just nothing. We got him. We got him. I think a lot of the reason why Splatoon gets overlooked is like, I think Nintendo just doesn't like having their games be like seen in more of an esports light in general. Like, it's kind of, it feels kind of rare that Nintendo puts a spotlight on anything. And, you know, there's definitely been certain games where like they actively like dampen their competitive scene. Like, I mainly think of Smash Bros for that. You know, luckily I've never been that into like playing Smash competitively. But Smash really doesn't have like an official scene in a lot of ways, as far as I know, right? Whereas, you know, I think there's hope, because Pokemon's competitive scene has been absolutely thriving in the past few years. Like, man, I got into competitive Pokemon pretty much right when it started being like not super niche, because I got into it in like pandemic era, like 2020-ish, or maybe 21, but I think 2020. And that was when, you know, before, you know, they probably weren't even getting like 100 players to sign up for tournaments, and then suddenly you started getting these like multiple 100-player tournaments. And now the tournaments like now in Scarlet and Violet are getting big, and they keep getting bigger. Like recently, I think of the European International Championships, and like the thing is now with like the official ones, you have to like physically travel to these events and like stay for a whole weekend and stuff, right? I think the European International Championships had like 1,400 players or something absolutely ridiculous like that, which is crazy because the barrier of entry is so high. Like, you have to get to the city that you're playing in, which, you know, most of the players, they don't live there. A lot of people fly like overseas to play that tournament. And if not, like, even if you're in Europe, you still have to like probably take trains or like drive or something like that a fair ways. Then you have to get your living situation sorted for the weekend. You're either, you know, you're probably rooming with other people, like getting a hotel, or maybe you have a friend who can like lend you a room or something. But you have to settle that for the weekend. You have to pay like almost $100 to even like join in the first place, like pay your entry fee. It's expensive. And then, you know, so like with all of those barriers to entry outside of just how good you are at the actual game itself, you know, it's just a lot, right? It's just a lot. And even so, you know, it got like 1,400. That's a lot. I got stuck. I was trying to like juke that wall string for so long, bro. Felt like I was playing a game of cat and mouse. Trying to run away. But yeah, you know, like seeing that do so well, I think it'd be cool if Splatoon could kind of take off at some point too with like regionals and stuff. But it would be a little different because, you know, you have to have a team to play instead of just sort of like soloing it. Some range, dude. Seriously getting zoned. Oh, I'm dead. Sight? I'm gonna die before I can get anywhere anyway. Where'd he go? Where'd the slasher go? I just got so, like, tripped out, bro. That guy just, like, disappeared under my nose. Is he running ninja squid? He's got, like, the sneaky swinging thing? Man, I almost got two. It's like a bit of an opening to try and infiltrate. Come on, boys. You can do it. We'll come back. You gotta get in there. Okay, did not in fact get in there. I think it's over. Wait, what about this guy though? Let him cook. Maybe? Did we actually get enough in their base? Did they get any in our base? Not much. Wait, did we get it? Oh, 0.6. Gapped. Can I say? I never doubted us. I was just, you know, like, I knew that we had it. Played a lot of Showdown during COVID. Yeah, I played a lot on Showdown too. I actually remember I got like really into it over like the pandemic. I played a lot of tournaments back then, and I had like a lot of friend groups in there. And it was kind of funny like how I guess like acclimated my brain got to the game. Like I was just thinking about this the other day, but I distinctly remember in like COVID era, just when like schools were opening back up physically again, I still remember there was a time where I like, not even with Pokemon Showdown or anything, I like built out a team in my notebook one time, like either in class or at lunch because I was bored and I had an idea. And I just like went home and like the next weekend I played a tournament and I placed like really high with this like relatively unique team that nobody else was using anything like, that I just came up with while I was in class randomly. And it was because I was trying to like while I was on my flight, I had no internet, no like TV or anything. There was basically like no entertainment other than I had some music downloaded on my phone. So there was like a couple points where I just like opened up the notes app on my phone and I was like, I'm gonna try and think of some like Pokemon teams for the new format that got announced. And it did not go as well. My team that I came up with on the plane, it bombed. It sucked, bro. It was not good. I'm washed, basically. At some point this year, I think it would be fun if I got back in touch with some of my old Pokemon friends and like tried to like de-rust myself a little bit with their help. Because I was kind of thinking about how I've like gotten to rank 1 2 times before, like global. And I was like, it would be cool if I did the 3-peat. Like, I don't know if I actually want to, because it is a lot of effort to hit rank 1. Aside from anything else, you gotta have a really good team and you gotta clock a lot of hours, man. And the window can be kind of limited, because like a team that's really good at one point in the meta can, you know, everything like what people are running can shift to where it's not as good. But I am kind of interested in trying to play some competitive again, potentially. I'm thinking about it, because I do like the type of format that we're going into, where you get to have 2 restricted legendaries. I definitely prefer that to the rules that it has been of just 1. But at the same time, I'm also like really bad at the like gimmick this generation with Pokemon, where you can like terrestrialize your Pokemon, one of your Pokemon to like either change their defensive type or like super stack their offense. I'm not that good at it, to be honest. I was a lot better when that wasn't a thing, because in a lot of ways I like the system better when it didn't have that. You know, it feels kind of silly that you can take Pokemon that are supposed to be balanced around like certain weaknesses and just flip their entire like profile by just changing your type. It's like really, it really changes the game as a whole. It completely flips how the game is played. But it's still fun. Like, I did get rank 1 in one of the formats this year on Showdown. I gotta like back up for a sec. Let me walk in. So I got my missiles. Use that to generate a little bit of pressure on them. Man, they're just like always slightly out of reach. That is one thing I feel with the painbrush, man. Sometimes you just don't quite have enough reach. Oh. I tried to jump in on the flank. I got boomed. But it did draw attention away, so it might work out. Oh, and he won that fight. Oh my god, this dude is fragging out in their base. Did we come back? Did I actually get the comeback there? Oh, I think we did. Wait, they have like no base paint. We're chilling. Boom! Oh my god. That was not at all me, bro. I got one thing and it was number 2 home base inker. Yeah, you like sort of painted your own spawn. You know, not bad. You tried. That's gotta be as close to a participation medal as you could possibly receive. I got put in the backpack on that one. That was not, in fact, all me. That was none me. That was everybody but me. Shout out Zoinks. Let's go Zoinks, my superior brush player. Hi Lionel. Hope you're doing good. Thank you for good luck. Yeah, I got turbo carried. Not gonna lie. When did I start playing Splatoon? A long time ago. I started back in the first one, like pretty much when it dropped. But I took a super long hiatus from Splatoon. I played back in the Stone Ages. I remember back when we had, you know, they have the Squid Kids now. Yeah, I remember we had Squid Neanderthals. We had the Squid Cavemen. You know, they would go in instead of, you know, like, what would be like the squid equivalent of like Ooga Booga? Like, Umi Woomy? I don't know. Yes, we would all go Umi Woomy, return to squid, and then we would bang rock together to paint map. But I didn't really play Splatoon 2 at all, so I got back into Splatoon 3 like a while after it dropped. You know, it was kind of funny too. While I was on my trip, I was playing Splatoon while my cousin was at work, and he came home. He came home and saw me playing. And he was like, "This game is still going? Like, people still play Splatoon?" And I was like, "Yeah, bro." And he was like, "That's kind of sick," because me and him used to play together like almost 10 years ago now, or it might even actually legit be 10 years ago. I'm not sure. Super long time ago, back when we would be like calling on Skype playing together. in like not even the Stone Age, bro. Skype, that's like, you know, they have like what is it, like before Christ and after Christ or whatever for like how they notate years. Should have like before Skype and after Skype, bro. Feels so ancient now to talk about using Skype. But I got my cousin. He ended up playing a few ranked games on my account. He mostly got trounced, but you know what? He did get a singular win in like 4 games. And that's one more than I was expecting. Cause you know, I'm in S rank. Like I'm pretty up there. I think back on the OG Splatoon, we weren't bad, but we weren't good either. Like, I think we might have been like A- or something, which is not as good as it sounds for what it's worth, by the way. Not bad by any means, but A- is not like super hard to achieve. Ah! Help! They're bullying us, man. Bro's ancient. You guys want to know what's more ancient than doing Skype calls for while you're gaming? I remember way back in the day, before I was using Skype, this was like middle school for me, okay? There was some times where me and my friend, we wanted to like play Minecraft together, and what we would do is we would grab our home phones, right? And you would just take the home phone and you would either like put it on speaker, or you would like prop it up with your shoulder so you didn't have to use your hands, right? And we would literally just sit and like hog the home phones for like a few hours while we were playing like Mineplex or some shit. And honestly, I kind of miss those days. There was something like kind of funny about that to me. It was simpler times, man. What color were the dinosaurs? I mean, it depends, you know, it depends. Here in Canada, we had blue ones because we had the cold flavor. You know, it's a lot of snow, so I'm sure if you went like more south, you would have found the red ones and like the orange ones where it's like warmer. It's kind of like if you've ever had those. I remember when I was a kid, I had one of those like Hot Wheels cars where it's like you put it in the cold water and it's blue, and then you put it in the hot water, it's like orange. It was like that, but with the dinosaurs. Like, depending how cold or hot it was, it would change colors. It was pretty sick. You guys should have been there, honestly. You guys missed out. No problem, Lionel. Thanks for dropping in. Hope you have a good rest of your day. How did the dinosaurs actually die? Okay, you guys want to know the truth? You guys want the real lore? What happened to the dinosaurs? You know, as somebody who's canonically almost 100,000 years old, I could tell you. I could tell you exactly what happened. So basically, humanity was chilling on the planet. We were, you know, you guys might not have known this, but the ancient humans, we actually were still like, you know, we saw them. You know, I'm proof. I'm right here. It was me, right? And so I was one of the most powerful people at the time. So I was very influential, right? And one day I was talking to Big Dinosaur, right? I was talking to the CEO of Big Dinosaur. And I was like, hey, you know, I feel like there hasn't been as much dinosaur lately. What's happening? And he said, you know, the CEO of Big Dinosaur, you know, he kind of let out a slow exhale. He was a little bit heavy, and he was like, we're out of dinosaur. And I'm like, what do you mean you're out of dinosaur? And he said, no more dinosaur. We ran out. And it was really sad, honestly. Like, you guys missed out. I don't know what happened, but I guess they ran out. I don't know how they were growing them, but whatever happened, you know, they ran out. So, end of an era, honestly. You guys missed out. Write a book on how the dino market crashed. Yeah, you guys missed out, bro. You think the tariffs are bad now? You should have seen the dino tariffs back in like 1000 before Skype, bro. You guys have no idea, bro. It was crazy. It was a different time. 1000 before Skype, bro. Yeah, the dino economists, they were all like, it's so Jover for us, bro. It's so dinover. We don't have anything left, man. What are we gonna do? Big Dino said no more dino. Sell, everybody sell. Dino coin, it fell aggressive. Maybe this is what we need to bring back, guys. Here's how we're gonna bring back the dinosaurs, okay? We're gonna start Dino Coin. All of us are gonna like have big investments in it, okay? And then people are gonna be like, holy shit, Big Dinosaur is back, and they're gonna buy. And then actually, we are Big Dinosaur at that point because we own the majority of Dino Coin, right? Our Return of the Dinosaurs in token form. And then we rug pull the people. We make a big profit over all of the dinosaurs, and then we tell them the same thing. You know, it worked last time, so we just do it again. We're just like, sorry guys, we ran out of dinosaur, had to sell. What are they gonna do? What are they gonna do? You know, we ran out of dinosaur. That's not our fault, right? We could all be rich. We could like have the dinos back for a few days. I think it sounds like a pretty good business plan. Me personally, I think that this could be the next big thing. Well, I mean, I say the next big thing like it didn't already exist. We're just bringing it back. Bringing back a classic, you know what I mean? It's like, you know, they re-air Home Alone like every year. That movie has been going on like for decades, and it doesn't matter. You still play it again every Christmas just because it's the GOAT, right? It's just the same thing. Everybody still likes the dinosaurs. We still have like dinosaur toys and everything. Why don't we just bring it back for a couple years? I think the people would like it. This has been my TED Talk of how we will reinstate Big Dinosaur. I hope to see your investments soon, chat. I'm asking for a small loan of your entire life savings. Thoughts? Sharks, what do we think? Any investments? Dude, wait. I should do like a Shark Tank collab sometime. I feel like it would be really fun to do like a Shark Tank inspired collab at some point. That'd be so silly. Like I don't know how many of you guys saw like at some point, I guess about a month ago now, I think. I did a collab on Rita's channel where we were just doing like a PowerPoint night, and it was like really silly. But my thing was like, I was pitching like, I was like, how are we gonna make rom-com anime good again? And I was like pitching some really stupid rom-com anime ideas. Mostly unserious, but it was fun, right? And I'm just thinking now, like, what if I did like a version of that kind of, where instead of like everybody having just like a PowerPoint about whatever and sharing, what if we had to make like a sales pitch, right? What if you come up with like some bogus ass product, just some really goofy shit, and we just did a stream where you gotta like try and convince the panel to invest in your genius business idea. I think it could be really funny. Not an original idea by any means. In fact, many people have stolen Shark Tank, and also they're not original either because they're stealing Shark Tank. But I haven't really seen it in like the VTuber space, I feel like. I think one of the ones I'm thinking of that was like a really good sort of rendition was what's his name? Stephen He doing like the the like Asian like rendition of like Fishbowl or something on YouTube. Those have always been really funny. I like watching those videos. It kind of takes me back to like old school YouTube days when you would watch like Niga Higa and like skit videos like that. Honestly, I kind of miss those kind of videos sometimes because they were iconic, bro. I don't really keep up with him anymore. I think Ryan does like Twitch streaming now, which is kind of cool. I feel like I remember seeing him a little bit in like the Among Us era and stuff over the pandemic, or like especially when like Valorant was big for a bit. I think I saw him like doing that, but it kind of makes me happy that he's still around in some capacity, because that guy has been around since like the dawn of time. You know, if you guys are calling me old, like that dude was like there from day one on YouTube. Everybody who uses YouTube should have core memories of watching that guy's videos. If you're old like me. Oh my god. Get out of our base! Nor. Okay, two of them just like charged our base and died. Oh, okay, that's a wipeout. Well, that's pretty good for us. Nice. Big dub. Dinosaur musicians. That's true. You guys missed out, bro. The dinosaur musicians. Oh, you guys have no idea, man. It's a shame that we hadn't like invented like, you know, recording devices back then, because you guys have no idea, bro. Like you guys think Beethoven was good. Just wait until you hear like Bronchiosaurus Hoven, bro. That guy that guy was cracked, bro. You got no idea. He was different. Like Triceratops's fifth movement of like, instead of spring, you know, the seasons were kind of different back then. It was like his fourth movement of Armageddon. Oh man, you guys have no idea. Different times, bro. Ariana Dino Grande. Yes. Why did I say Grande and not Grande? What the Why did I say Grande, bro? Yes, Ariana Grande. My favorite singer. Of course. Reading it like it's French, bro. Grande. She is quite grand. I don't know about Grande, but maybe if I meant it like a British accent. Like, oh my goodness, Ariana Grande. She's so grand, man. She's so grand. Her music is so splendid. Positively phenomenal. Indubitably, my brethren. No British person has ever muttered those words, except for me, because I'm just so British. You know, Canada used to be a British colony. I'm like kind of British by association. You really think about it. You really think about it, you know. According to my lore, I was around at the point in time where Canada was a British colony. So I'm like both, sort of. I'm playing both sides. Okay, they have a lot more range than us, and I don't appreciate it. Like, we're getting pushed really far back, and that's just not very cool. Okay, big missiles. How dare this Ultra Snap guy. I was about to absolutely schmix that dude. Rolling the 12 string. And this Ultra Snap is just taking our whole base. He's claiming my whole crib. Nope, come here. Got him. Why did I think there was someone behind me? Thanks for the accent. No problem. Need a shop at Aldi? Nah, bro. What about Tesco? My UK friends, they like Tesco a lot more than Aldi. I have one friend from Britain who will like, on God, I swear, he will like die by the Tesco meal deals, man. Like, I'm pretty sure that he would sell his soul for a Tesco meal deal. I don't know, maybe they're doing it different down there. Maybe it's just the greatest thing in culinary history, and we're just missing out. Alright, missiles up. There we go. We gotta get the high ground. Seize back some control. I think we lost, honestly. They had us pushed so far back. Yeah, it's definitely an L. Womp womp. I tried. That felt pretty hard. Did we have like a DC or something? Or was my team just like really struggling to fight? It might have honestly just been like weapons diff. Love Aldi, but Tesco meal deal are actually the best thing ever. Okay. Maybe if I ever do the Britain trip that I want to do, I'll have to actually go ahead and try it out. See what the hype is about. M&S? What is M&S? I don't even know what that is. Have Percy Pigs and Colin the Caterpillar sweets. They're so good. Interesting. Okay. I remember when my friend from the UK flew to Canada and visited me for a couple weeks. He did bring a couple like British snacks. I didn't find any of the candy to be like particularly crazy out of what I tried. Although admittedly I didn't try that many. But I do remember one of the greatest British snacks for me is I was gonna say chips because I'm Canadian, but crisps if you will. The cheese and onion flavored crisps, bro. So good. I don't know why we don't have cheese and onion here as a flavor, because like what kind of North American doesn't like cheese and onion, bro? Like that's like two super normal ingredients to combine here. Like I don't know, like we use that for like burgers or like, you know, just there's lots of things that you could make with cheese and onion. Like, and they taste so good. They taste so good together. Like cheese flavored chips are popular here. You know, I think of like Doritos or Cheetos or stuff like that. Sour cream and onion is popular here. Like, why not? I swear the market is here, bro. But like, they just don't sell it. None of the major brands do it. I'm like, why? Like, somebody's got to do it. I've seen Ruffles do sour cream and cheese, bro. And I'm like, you are so close, bro. You took the wrong half of sour cream and onion to put with cheese. Like, it's not bad, but like, the version with cheese and onion is way better, though. Something a lot of people don't know, Canadians, we love our chips, bro. Like, very adamant. If there is like one junk food snack that Canadian people will have strong opinions about, a lot of the time it's chips. And I will never understand why cheese and onion is not a flavor that you can find here. Like, forget popular, it like just straight up isn't around. Like, you just cannot find it. I had like a period where I like bought them on Amazon and like had them imported a couple times, even though it's expensive, just because like I had to get like the Walker's ones or whatever from the UK. But, like they just don't make it here. Nobody's manufacturing them. And if you ask me why, the answer is I don't know. Literally no idea. But hopefully one day they'll realize. Because, man, I would love that. Because we have like a lot of weird flavors in Canada that are really popular. But admittedly, they're popular for a reason. They're bangers. Like, if you ever come to Canada, you are legally required, in my opinion. In my opinion, this is legal advice. You must try Ruffles all-dressed chips. They are the GOAT. It is literally like 4 chip flavors in one. It is like an adventure in your mouth, dude. It is crazy. Like it doesn't sound like it should work, but it does. Also, you should try ketchup chips because they also bang. It is not. I feel like ketchup chips are like a deceptive, like weird flavor in a lot of ways. Because on paper, it's like, how would that ever work? But in reality, it's mostly because ketchup's a condiment that sounds weird. But it's just like, it's just tomato flavor. It's like a savory tomato flavored chip. Yeah, you got like the flavor powder. It's got like tomato and vinegar and like, sugar and stuff. It's like if you think about the components that make ketchup a good condiment and just translate it to a dry flavor powder instead of a condiment, it like immediately makes sense why it makes a good chip. They're good. Like, honestly, they're really good. I would say that they are definitely a higher tier, like, chip flavor. Not like, I don't know that it's top, it's definitely not top 3. It's probably like either like 5th or 6th for me. I would have to really think about it because I don't just have like a chips tier list in my brain. But I probably could form one without too much difficulty if I thought about it. Protest them until they make cheese and onions. So true. So true. We gotta boycott them until they add cheese and onion. Want to visit Canada? Canada's a good place to visit, honestly. There's a lot of cool stuff. I mean, it depends where you go. Like, in a lot of ways, you'll wanna like go somewhere that's like a bit more touristy, in my opinion, and like enjoy that. For example, like Toronto can be a good trip in a lot of ways because, you know, there's like just it's so multicultural. You can do so much stuff there. But also, like, it's kind of like a portal to a lot of other cool stuff. Like, you know, if you go up north a couple hours, or like not even a couple hours if you're driving, you can go to Canada's Wonderland and go to like a huge amusement park. Or, you know, if you want to go like out a few hours, you could go to Niagara Falls and check that out. You could just check out downtown Toronto. Like, we have some pretty big malls and stuff, like tons of restaurants, lots of entertainment stuff to do. There's just a lot to do here, you know what I mean? It's definitely not bad by any means. I think that it's a cool spot to go for a vacation, but or like I think there's like a lot of cool stuff in Vancouver too. I've never been, but I think Vancouver would be cool. I enjoyed my trip to Calgary, but in a lot of ways, Calgary doesn't have nearly as much to do. Like, that's the one thing that's deceptive about Canada. Is like, if you go to like Toronto or Vancouver, there's a lot around, like, but Canada is a huge country, and in general, they're kind of like hubs for different things, you know what I mean? Some, like, entire provinces don't really have, like, a touristy spot that's good to go. Like, my trip to Calgary was 99% to see my cousin, and also, like, going and visiting the mountains was really cool. Like, seeing the mountains was awesome. But, like, outside of just the natural landscape of that was kind of it. Like, their city hub was a lot more of like a business hub in a lot of ways than like an entertainment hub somewhere like Toronto is. Ice hockey is pretty big here, yeah. I would say hockey is like arguably pretty tied for the biggest sport here. Like American football, like actual like football / soccer, however you want to call it. Basketball and hockey are like the big 4 here. A lot of people follow those. And, you know, like some people follow like tennis and stuff like that. Like there's lots of different sports that people like to watch, but in general, hockey tends to be one of the bigger ones just because, you know, a decent amount of people in Canada grow up playing hockey, and like also, you know, there's so many Canadian teams relative to other stuff. Like in the NBA, I think it's just the Raptors. I don't think there's any other Canadian teams. And, you know, if you look in like the NFL, I think we have the, what is it, like the Argonauts, I think? And they're not that noteworthy. Like the Raptors, I've seen win the NBA like once. We had like 1 year where it all came together. But I don't know about if we've ever won the NFL before. I'm not like a super like sport head person though. Like I don't keep up with sports too intensively, so I'm probably not the best person to ask. I personally never really had like a phase where I was really into hockey. But like a lot of my cousins are into hockey. I think my sister's kind of into hockey. Like most of my family is into it. I think that if you talk to somebody in Canada, there's probably at least a 1 in 3, but honestly more like a 50% chance that they like hockey. It's pretty common to find people who are into it. My team is doing a really good job protecting this game because I have not done much. I'm not gonna lie. That was not intentional, but I just absolutely hit a crazy schmoove on that guy. Ah! Why do you have inkjet? What? I was like, oh, I got this guy. I jumped right past his splash wall, and then he just popped the inkjet, and I'm like, oop. And I oop. Ultra signal lost? How did they grab it so fast? Ah! Do we lose? Yeah, we lose. Nah, pink got us. Yeah, pink definitely got us. Oh, and blue just like griefed our base, yeah. Dang! They got a win on the attacking team on this map. That's actually really impressive. I don't know how they grabbed it so fast. I feel like they grabbed it and it charged like super quickly. Does it take shorter to capture the ultra signal like later in the game? Or maybe it has to do with like last ditch effort or something? I have no idea. I don't know. I'm curious now. How does game work? The world may never know. Can we make turf war an IRL sport? Play with like paintball guns or something? I feel like that would be moderately dangerous, more than likely. Every time you get the ultra signal, the shorter the timer is. Oh, so it's like not even a bad strategy to just like dive for it early game, even if you're not gonna get it, just because it means that you're more likely to like just kind of sneak up and get it later in the game. See, that's really important knowledge. I wish I knew that before, because that makes it way more possible to win on that map. You just have to like, you just have to clear enough of a path to grab it for a sec, and even if you lose it, it doesn't matter. Like you're just setting up to make that like come back later. Okay, that's actually, that makes this way more balanced, because here I was thinking that it's the same length every time, no matter what. So I was like, how are you ever going to stall enough time to grab it from the middle on this map? Like, it's so contested there. There's like no way that you could ever manage to have like a good, I don't know, like 4, maybe not 4 seconds, but it actually is something like that, I feel like, to get it. I was like, it's so impossible, man. Okay. I want to win a tricolor. That would be pretty sick. Found out from a pro like 2 years ago. I keep doing it now. Yeah, it makes sense. course the pros would have optimized their tricolor strats. There's nothing it's useful for other than playing Splatfest, but... Alright, here we go. Now that I know this knowledge, I'm ready to win. I'm ready to game. Me and my dude on the Splat Doolies. I don't know what kind that is, but... Psych! Never mind, I guess. I'm not, in fact, ready to game. This dude on Team Blue was a coward. He saw he was on the attacking team and it was like, nope, I'm gone. Or his internet just sucks. Both could be reasonable conclusions, but I think it's funnier to imagine somebody just pulling a team, like attacking. They're like, damn it, bro, attacking again? I'm not playing this. Pro Kara's competitive Splatoon player, YouTuber. Oh, okay, that's cool. Nice. I'm not like too in with like the Splatoon side of YouTube. I've checked out like some people. More so like I guess when I was learning how to like get a little bit better at the game. For when I was playing V3S, I was like consuming stuff a bit more then. But also I had Zenith on my team and like she is a really good coach, so that was very fortunate for me. J-Moji? Maybe. Name doesn't, like, sound particularly like, oh, I know that person immediately, but it also sounds like I might know them. Or like I might have seen a video or something. I don't know. I haven't followed the Splatoon side of YouTube too much, but I'm sure there's a lot of cool people over there. Like, I mostly got back into Splatoon so that I could play Rita's tournament last year. And then, like, off of that, I also got into, like, playing... I just started enjoying, like, playing again more myself. And we did the Three Wishes cover, which was really fun. But I mean, outside of that, like, I haven't particularly followed like the Splatoon community super intimately. I know Shiny is like, he does a lot of Splatoon tournament commentary, so sometimes I'll like drop in and watch matches that he's commentating. That's kind of the extent of it in a lot of ways for me. Oh wait, I just realized we're defending. I literally ran up to try and grab the Ultra Signal, and I was like, wait a second. Something ain't right here. Ah! I got jump scared. Oh, he's gonna grab it again. Or not? It's like... So the Team Blue is making some good advances. No, you don't. You know, I saw Mino, and I was almost curious if this is my friend Mia that I was IQing. Imagine I actually pulled somebody I know in this Splatfest. That would be fun. I don't think it is her. I think it's probably somebody else. But if it is that, but I don't think that she goes by Mino though. I think she goes by Mia usually, so it's probably not. It'd be funny though, because I know she played in V3S too. Like she does play. I hope Mia has been good. I haven't talked to her in a while. Oh. There are projectiles from so many angles. This mode is so chaotic because it just feels like you're getting jumped from every side constantly. It's kind of sick. Ah! Oh, I'm dying. How could you, Matthew? I can't believe this. I don't know, it's always really funny seeing people who like have their actual name as their like in-game name and getting to read it out. because I love the idea of like reading somebody's name on stream, and like anybody who's watching right now, like imagine you're watching, your name is actually Matthew, and you just like immediately get spooked. You're like, huh? Why did they say my name? I don't know, it's just like funny conceptually. I love the idea of like, you know, like what if I was watching and I was just like, damn you, Gregory, and then there's somebody watching and their name is Gregory and they're like, what did I do? I've had that happen to me before with my name. Obviously I won't say what it was, but it's always funny when you hear a streamer just like randomly reference your name, because you just like, even though you know it's not about you, you just kind of like clock your head like, huh? Me? What did I do? Ooh, 12 and 5. Big frags. Oh. Okay. Super jump is good. Is that sub damage up, I think? Well, we're getting close to ruler. 900. We're getting there. We're getting pretty close. Oh, is that a tricolor like badge? That's kind of cute. Looks like a little rocket ship. I want to see. I gotta check that later. I also gotta check. Is Mie live? Imagine if I actually played Mie. That would be funny. No, it probably wasn't her. I didn't think so, but I was curious. I had to check, just cause like imagine. I don't know. It always is one of the funniest things when you pull one of your friends while you're playing like a ranked game or something. Like while you're just playing a game, like solo queuing it. When you end up having a match against one of your friends by sheer chance, it always feels really funny. Like I still remember one of the times that we were playing Splatoon on stream with, I just like processed the fact that we're attacking and they're just owning our base right now. Bro, they're like blowing 2 billion specials like spawn camping us. What the freak, man? This is a different strategy. They're not even like guarding the middle. They're just hard guarding the base. I tried to just like sneak past him. Oh, but I let my teammate distract. Go get him. Go get him. Okay, that's two boosts for us. That's not bad. Three. Make it to the thing. I tried to grab it, but I was close. Ah, you pulled your friend and you lost? That sucks, man. It's all, I mean, it's not that bad, because like, you know, you might have lost, but at least that means that your friend got a win, right? That's something. That's like the fun part of like pulling into your friends in these kind of games, is like, you know, even if you lose, like at least one of you wins, or you know, if you pull the same team, then you either win or lose together. And that's kind of fun. It's wholesome. Oh, I got it! Lol, I just ran up and pulled it. Okay, we actually can win now. Now we can win. We do a little bit of grabbing the ultra signal. Yoink. This might be that tricolor one I was looking for. Oh. Big missiles. Ah! No! Leave me alone! Ah, there's so many of them! Get off of me! Oh, he has a crab tank. My teammate is so cooked. Stay alive, buddy! Fight! We got 10 seconds in a dream. Oh! The splashdown! No! No, there's no way, right? Oh. Dude, that was so close to actually being a win on the attacking side. Oh, man. Never mind. We barely even beat pink, bro. Man. It was a good try. I feel like we can get the win. Now that I know how that works, I could get a win on Tricolor. It's hard, but it's doable. I am also playing with exactly 2 sub-abilities, and only one of them matters. Like, I did just scrub everything off of my gear. But, you know, one of them's super jump, and that's, like, one of the most clutch ones to have. I didn't know this, but, like, basically, for anybody who doesn't know, like, the little sub-abilities on your gear in Splatoon, they have sort of, like, a diminishing return system where, like, the first one has, like, a really big impact, and it progressively gives you less and less of a benefit the more of them you get, right? And the difference between having one quick super jump thing and not is like 20 frames. Like, it's a lot. But then if you have 2, it's like only an extra like 5 frames or something on the second one. Like, you get so much value off of one, but you almost never bother with more than one. But I just thought it was kind of interesting. Like, I thought about it and I was like, is it that big of a difference? And then when I was like farming my abilities and I was like, why is it taking me so long to jump here? And then I was like, oh wait, yeah, no, it makes a huge difference. It definitely makes a rather large difference. I need to check something, by the way. Oh, I can check it after. We're on team defense. 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 Okay. Ah! Bro, I got jump scared by that. By the ultra staff. Came out of nowhere. They got Team Blue, a little dangerous. They have a bit of a head start. I don't know why. I don't feel good about it. Oh, I guess it's because my teammates were off painting, trying to like secure map control that they don't normally end up taking back, which seems to be a good strat. I feel like I've seen people on the defending team use that to win a lot. Like somebody's gonna end up getting this like lost signal, dude. Somebody's gonna end up with the ultra signal in this one. That's a weird feeling. Just a hunch. My twiggy senses are tingling. Oh! How do I fight the hammer with a paintbrush, dude? I have no idea. Okay. My match, yeah, okay, somebody did end up getting it. My match got moved a little bit, so I'm playing at 5 p.m. tonight, I think, for the grand finals of my tournament. Oh! Once you lose both, turbo's over. We're getting last. I hope that Team Afternoon wins. Oh wait, no. Both of these are the blue team ones. I didn't realize they got it twice. Never mind. Yeah, there's always a team blue. Oh wait, Psych? I think it's close. No, I want them to win because I know that Team Morning isn't losing to like, we're way more likely to lose the Splatfest to Team Night than to Team Afternoon. So I'm rooting for Afternoon. Because if they win, it doesn't matter as much for the overall result. No, Team Night won. Womp womp. Yeah, in a mere 3 hours, I gotta play my last tournament match. And honestly, one of my last times playing Osu. I'm kind of excited. Well, okay, kind of. Like, I am excited. I'm excited for it to be over, and in the same vein, I'm just excited to experience it. Like, it's been such a run. Like, I haven't been like talking that much about my tournament run with the OSU tournament I entered, because I kind of just entered it on a whim, right? But we lost literally in the first round of the tournament. We lost by 1 map. And got sent into loser's bracket immediately. And from that point, we have won our way all the way to grand finals. And it was like, it was really hard fought too. Like, we've pulled so many of the like strongest teams in the tournament. We had one match where we were losing 1-5 in a 1st to 6, and then we won 5 in a row for the comeback to like stay in the tournament. And like, I was in on like 4 of those 5 maps. So like, I felt really integral to it. Like, it was an exciting match. Like, there's been a lot of like big moments in that tournament. And it's just been fun competing. So, you know, at the end of the day, I'm mostly just kind of hoping that we can take it all the way. I'm going to be happy with the experience no matter how it ends. But it's been very cool. Whoa, wait, we're different colors now. Why am I like orange brown? How come I'm different color even though it's like the teams? What happened? And like the ink is normal. Wait, where's the sprinkles? Where'd the sprinkles go? What happened? I'm confused. I do not understand. Ah. Oh, I put too much faith. I'm dying on jump. It's like... Ah. Oh my god. Oh, we already tanked this. Somebody's gonna grab you. Like, so far, so decent. Nothing crazy has happened, but it's not exactly going phenomenally either. They've gotten a good few grabs at the thing, so. I'm doing my best to really zone them off of getting to grab this, because I feel like if I let them grab it, it's just going to end really badly. Oh, there we go. No! Oh, close. Oh, I ran out! Oh, I ran out of ink! No! No! Nobody's back! Why are they up there? Oh, they're fighting each other for it! They actually are stalling each other for us! That's absolutely insane, bro. We should have lost right there, but the two teams actually just stopped each other from getting it. I don't know why 2 of our teammates were up in the top right. Did they like paint it and we were trying to like secure that back? I don't know. That was so goofy, bro. I can't believe that that worked. Wow. Okay, what's happening? Yeah. Looks like we're playing at 5. Okay. Bro, why does one guy on my team keep saying that he's sleeping right now? Oh, I got ruler! Yippee! There we go. Morning ruler. Why does Team Knight keep winning these 100x battles, bro? Where's my 100x? I would win that. There we go. Look at that. Morning ruler. Yippee! I will not, in fact, be going for ruler +1. I think that's where I'm going to call it. I want to take some time to settle in a little bit before I have to play my grand finals match. I will once again link that one in stream, of course. So if you end up wanting to watch my stab at trying to win an Osu tournament, we gotta win 2 times in a row because bracket reset since we're coming from loser's side, but should be fun. If not, I'm gonna be back with Honkai Star Rail tomorrow at the normal slot of 3 p.m. Eastern, as well as, you know, Wednesday, Friday, I'll be streaming, and then Saturday we're gonna have a new original song. Yeah! I'm gonna do some like promo stuff for that later this week too. But thank you guys for hanging out with me. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your day or evening. Good luck with Splatfest if any of you guys end up playing, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.